back to my new video. In this video, I'm going to be telling you all the books I read in November. Getting right into the video, the first book I read was The Heart Forger by Rancho Pecco. This book is the second book to The Bone Witch, also by Rancho Pecco, obviously. And it's kind of also following along the tale of what happened in the first book. Obviously, not to spoil things, I'm not going to tell you specific details, but pretty much I really like what happened in this book a lot better than the first one. I did love the first one, I just think this one was a lot better. I like the character pairings and like the different romance that happened, and I just like this a lot better. It goes into detail with like relationships and people, and I really want to do a review about the series, so that will be coming soon, I think. The second book I read was Everlife by Gina Showalter. Now, this is the third book in the First Life series, I think that's what it's called. It goes First Life, I think Second Life, hold on. First Life, Lifeblood, sorry. And then Everlife. Now, this book was kind of for me. I liked it, but I didn't like it at the same time. There were some things in the book that I didn't really appreciate, but there were surprises that I really enjoyed also. So this book was like an kind of thing. Like, I finished it, it was because I sit down and then I read a big chunk of it, and then I read it for like a day, and sit down and I read a big chunk of it. So that's how this book went. My rating of this, I think, was like a 4 out of 5. Oh, and also The Heart Forger was a 5 out of 5, by the way. But yeah, I might do reviews. I don't know. I haven't done a review about the first and second book. I haven't really read those in like 2 years, so we'll see. The third book I read was Two Dark Reigns by Kendare Blake, and I definitely gave this a 5 out of 5. The character development was amazing, and there was a lot of things I didn't think was going to happen. I read this pretty fast. I actually read this in 2 days. I was super excited to like read it and really get into it, and I don't know. I like this book a lot, and I was really surprised to like find out there's going to be a fourth book, because her ending it wasn't justified. But then I went on Goodreads and it said there was a fourth book along with this one, and totally felt a lot better. But I really like this. I said in the first 2 books I did not like Mirabella. This book has changed my entire perspective of her. I think she's actually probably maybe my favorite like triplet, but I still don't know. But I don't know. A lot of things happen in this book, and I'm really glad that this book is going to keep going. I love the series, I love the world, and I really wish she'd write more than just 4 books, but that's not going to happen. But I rated this a 5 out of 5. The last book I read was Winter by Marissa Meyer. This book I gave a 4 out of 5 because this series I was really iffy on. Like, I liked the first book, I liked the second book, I liked the third book, and I somewhat liked the fourth book. It kind of went on, and there were a couple point of views where I wish like weren't in there because I didn't think they were like critical. Like, to be honest, I didn't think Wolf's point of view was very like needed. It was kind of just like something thrown in there. And although I did appreciate Levana's point of view sometimes, I did like her mindset, and I thought it was cool. I just really wish that Wolf's wasn't in there. Like, I liked the character, but it was kind of boring. It wasn't as important as like the others. And yes, you guys, I still do not like Cinder, but that's not going to change, which is fine because I'm done with the series. But I wasn't really a Cinder fan from the beginning. I've always been Scarlet, Cress, now Winter. I really do like Winter. But I think Cress is my favorite. It used to be Scarlet. She's kind of different in this book. Somewhat different. But I think Cress is probably my favorite now, and it's going to stay that way. So this was, I think, a good 4 out of 5 for me. I think I already said that, but I don't know. This took a while for me to read. It was 826 pages. It was a lot, but I did it. Finally did it. But yeah, 4 out of 5. Alright guys, that's what I read for November, and in my next video I will probably be discussing what I'm reading for December, or just another one, or I don't know. We'll see where it goes. I planned a couple videos, but I don't know. We'll see how it goes, because I'm very bad with filming and editing and just finding not really topics to talk about, because like obviously I can just like discuss things. I can talk about books, I can talk about certain books. I don't know. Comment down below what you want me to do in my next video besides the December TBR, because I will be doing that, and maybe I'll do it. I don't know. We'll see. Did my